Ready, set, go. Here comes the A-Train, it's a free beast. Say the line, taking names nice and easy. There ain't no day like a race day. What? Ain't no love like a raceway. What?
Oh, shit! It's happening again! It's happening again! Welcome to Boys Night, the live stream dedicated to chatting utter bollocks about the Amazon Prime show The Boys. What has happened, what might happen, and more importantly, what probably won't happen. And I'm joined by my co-host, the fish with the superpower of being a stand-up guy. It's Phil Gilmore.
Right. That's right, Drunken Uncle. It's Boys Night. We got boys on the brain, and we are boy crazy up in here.
Oh, good God, I knew it was only going to be a matter of time. Holy shit. The fuck is wrong with you, man? We're going to be keeping an eye on the chat tonight, but if you want to make sure we see what you're saying, then there's the super chat option, or you can hit up streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle to bring out the laser baby, or even better, streamlabs.com/Golf City to have your message read out in the dulcet tones of Mr. Phil Gilmore. And speaking of which, Phil?
Yeah.
Phil?
Drunken Uncle.
Can I offer you a Fresca?
I would love one.
Take a Fresca, there you go, a Fresca for you there. And I'm feeling a bit parched myself, I'm going to have a Fresca as well. How are you feeling about tonight's show, man?
You must be out of everything else if all you've got is Fresca.
What else was it going to be?
Or maybe you're a member of the Church of Light.
Well, I wasn't going to give you a glass of milk. We're fucking done with milk for now. Every time I make myself a cup of tea, I just look at the milk and I just picture Homelander just licking
Gross.
Holy shit. Boy, have we got a show for you guys tonight as well, man. I've actually put some effort into this one. How you feeling about tonight's episode, Philip?
I'm feeling pretty great about it. I mean, I can sum it up in 3 words, Drunkle.
Do it.
Soup Mental Hospital.
Good God. Good
Holy
God.
shit.
Good God, people in the chat, I'm looking at you, Jose, fucking Atlas, St. Michael, Duck Dog, Viper, Ezzy Slays, holy shit. Captain
right.
Bees, all the gangs here. Sinatra says is out there, and Sinatra says is going to be our guest for the game later in about half an hour's time. We ain't got long, because here, when we're living in the UK, in the future, this show comes out in an hour and a half, and I'm fucking dead. I'm pumped, Phil. I'm pumped.
It's not fair. It's not fair that you get to see it before I do, Drunkle. It is not fair.
Well, this is what happened last week, guys, by the way. Like, I watched the episode, and I sent Phil a text message going, look, make no spoilers, but this episode is huge. And good God, it wasn't huge. It was gargantuan in what was revealed to us, Phil. Fuck me. Right, we got to start off as it started, right? Homelander, right. Stormfront, they catch someone who's just done a robbery or some shit like that, and they're like, should hand you into the police. But Stormfront's like, nah, they'll just release him, won't they?
And then she starts playing with his junk.
As he's squeezing the other guy's face. So you got him squeezing his head, and her squeezing his head.
His head, right.
And then, there's blood, there's brains, there's criminal everywhere, man. So
the head exploded. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What a Homelander and Stormfront do? They murder fuck.
Yeah, of course.
That was a murder fuck as well. I'm sat there. I was watching it with a girl last week. We watched every episode together. She's not here tonight, so I might actually get to listen to it. Fuck it. And I'm there going
questions and everything. You don't like putting up with that.
I paused it like 4 times, man. I just let her run out of steam and went, "Let's find out," and press play again.
Let's find out.
Right? How the fuck do I know? So I'm sat there actually going, "Oh no, they're gonna murder fuck," and they did. Yeah. That's a verb I never thought I would have to say in my life, Phil. We had the fly boning the week before that, right at the end of the episode.
Never thought we'd have to say that, but we got fly boning.
I'm glad I did get to say it, Phil, because I was biding my time with that one, to be honest. I had that one locked and loaded. Right?
You've had that one for years.
And let's be fair, if you could fly, you would, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Anyone seen, what was the movie? My Superhero Ex-Girlfriend? I think it's Uma Thurman, and she fucking takes him up into the sky, way up into the sky. she sat on top. She's doing the cowgirl thing, and then just drops, but then turns the flight on again. So it's an ultimate dick stab.
Whoa.
That
What a
wasn't fly
rush,
boning,
too.
Phil. That was fly fucking.
Yeah.
That was
that's
very
fly
different.
Fucking. There was no love involved there.
No love at all, man. That was all about the bone, and I'm just thankful that his bone didn't fucking break, because I'd be worried about my banjo at that point. Wade Willison says, I don't know if I should be here. I haven't seen any of the show yet. Good God, Wade, why are you here?
This is the wrong place for that.
Dude! You need to go watch that shit right now, man. Viper's out there. How you doing, Vipper? Now, Vipper, I know, has seen the show because it was someone else's stream. Oh, no, it was the AAA. I was chatting to Viper in the chat, and she went, I've seen The Boys. And I went, Viper, it was huge!
It was huge!
Because it was huge. I don't feel, here's the thing, I was a bit skeptical. Because it was episode 6 of season 2, and they started doing some flashback scenes like 8 years ago.
Right.
With Frenchie, right? And don't get me wrong, it's been set up real nice because, I mean, I know, you guys know, I've been sat there going, who is Frenchie? Even when it came up on the screen, most wanted, it said unknown. Who is this guy?
He had no name, right.
No name, no nothing. They know fuck all about him. Even with, now, you could go like, it's the CIA connections, isn't it? But Mother's Milk was CIA. Billy Butcher was CIA. They knew who they were.
Right.
Why is Frenchie so unknown? Now, that is because, Phil, he's a fucking genius. You give this guy 4 different types of liquid, and he will come out with a bomb which takes down a fucking soup. This guy is insane. But it wasn't, there was a couple of things revealed about him, right? So it was that very beginning part.
He was in a throuple?
It looked that way, didn't it?
It appeared as though he was in a throuple. Yeah.
It really looked that way, and there was a couple of things he said to actually reinforce this later on as well. I mean, in that scene, the Golden Girls bit, and of course I'm sat there with a Hungarian girlfriend going like, if you don't get what he means right now, I'm not going to explain it to you because I don't know much about the Golden Girls either. But I know that I know who Betty White is.
That's all you need to know. You know the Golden Girls.
Basically, yeah. Essentially, that's the thing. But the thing, he starts off this little monologue as saying he was new to New York and he was turning tricks. And I went, he was a male prostitute.
He was a male prostitute, yeah.
So that was a little, you know.
A little bit of a reveal, yeah.
Little bit of a reveal, yeah. Then later on, right, you've got the later on fucking flashback when he's been recruited by the CIA and they get that. I mean, we got the lamplighter thing. We're going to get into that. Oh, boy. Are we going to get into that? But they're sat there and fucking... Oh, it's you tell him Steve Dave for $1. The laser baby. Drunkle, name 6 reasons why I should give The Boys a chance and watch the whole series because I haven't seen a single minute. Dude, I will give you 7. Right, are you ready for this?
Easily.
Number 1, Billy Butcher. Number 2, Black Noir. Number 3, Homelander. Number 4, Little Huey. Number 5, Mother's Milk. And number 6 and 7, Frenchie. Because this boy, he's my man. I fucking love this guy.
I still like Mother's Milk, but, you know, Frenchie, this was a good Frenchie episode.
It was a great Frenchie episode. Right, so Mother's Milk is...
I knew you were going to love it. I knew you were loving it.
It was huge! It was huge! So he's chatting to Mother's Milk, right? Mother's Milk is showing him the ring. This is another, 6 years ago. I'm going to propose to her. And don't give me that shit about I'm going to get bored of a pussy because I like this one. All right, Mother's Milk, well thought out. Frenchie loses his shit, hugs him and goes, I'm going to throw you the best bachelor party ever. And he says, bachelor party, how do you feel about transgender strippers? And I went,
And then I love Mother's Milk's response when he's like,
it was
strippers ain't really my bag, with or without nuts.
My type of Hershey,
My type of Hershey's, with or without nuts.
Without nuts. Oh, that was... we should pick a quote of the episode, and that is a strong contender right there as well. That was fucking amazing. So we still don't know a lot about Frenchie, Phil, but what do we know? What was a big reveal for you?
We know his name,
His name! What the fuck? He's got a name. Do you remember that name?
I do, of course.
Ted,
I've watched
what was
the
that
episode
name?
twice.
Twice.
It was Surge, man.
Surge.
His name is Surge.
The delivery of it, that was like his bitch really, really meant business because she used his name, right? And even him hearing that name was what he just, oh shit, I've got to get back. And I lost it, man. The girl's right next, she sat on my right, and she's got her leg up, you know, like the knee pointing to the ceiling on the sofa. I mean, for one, get your fucking feet off my sofa. But like, they said Surge, and I hugged that leg, and I went, oh! Oh, that was so satisfying just to know this motherfucker's name. That was one answer. That was one question answered, Phil. Immediately replaced by another. As Queen Maeve in the scene after that is in the shower and her lesbian life partner comes out and says, hey, I'm going to postmate Sugarfish. And me and the girl looked at each other and just went, what? What?
It was such a natural delivery, too. It was so natural.
We've got subtitles on, right? So we're both sat there going, like, because the girl studied fucking translation and shit. It's not like her English is crap, you know? It's better than most of my fucking native friends. It's capitalized in the fucking subtitles. So this is a thing. This is not slang or anything like that. This is one of 4 times I paused the fucking... And this is
no,
what... I paused it for me.
I assumed Sugarfish is a restaurant and she's going to Postmates it. She's going to have Postmates deliver it.
Oh, that's like Uber Eats.
It's like Uber Eats. Postmates is another one of those, like Uber Eats or Favor or whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
DoorDash.
shit.
She could have said, I'm going to DoorDash Sugarfish.
I'm going to Uber Eats Sugarfish. I'm going to get Sugarfish delivered. I think that would have... Because it wasn't... Anyone who isn't American who watches this show just went, what the fuck?
The fuck? Did this sentence make sense?
What does that
And she
mean?
repeats it. That must have been so confusing.
Yeah, I mean, she comes out of the fucking shower and goes, did you just say Sugarfish? And we're going like, did she?
Did she say Sugarfish?
What the fuck is Sugarfish? So that's my new nickname for the girl now. If over the fucking over the weekend I was at the pub where she works in the kitchen, and I was sat there with my mates and everything, and it's you got to have table service now. You're not allowed to go to the bar because COVID second wave, called it.
Right.
Fucking anyway, came over and went, is everything all right? And I went, oh yeah, actually, can you tell the staff in the kitchen Postmate Sugarfish? And he just looked at me like, I guess.
You're spreading the confusion amongst not even boys fans, man.
Well, now I can actually spread the knowledge that Postmate Sugarfish means to get some kind of... I mean, is it a bit of a fucking pun? Is it a bit on the nose that 2 lesbians would be eating sushi? Is that a bit on the nose?
It's a bit on the nose that it's called Sugarfish.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay, the name of a restaurant and Postmates is a thing. You can confirm that for me, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I gotta send
Postmates definitely a thing.
I gotta send a quick text. But when we're
it's been revealed now.
Yeah, I feel as though I'm ready for tonight's episode now, mate.
Now you know everything you needed to know. That was the only question left unturned for you.
There's a lot of questions,
what the fuck is Postmate Sugarfish?
That was top 3 at the very least, yeah. However, there was what I love in the show The Boys is it's doing this whole anti conglomeration thing, you know. Like, look what they do to people's lives and everything. And now that Maeve has come out as, it is bisexual, but lesbian apparently is just market friendly. So they stuck with that. It took 1 week for them. 1 week for Vault to come out with the Brave Maeve Pride Bar. Which was a fantastic little thing. I loved it because you can't be brave on an empty stomach.
You can't be brave on an empty stomach. That was
absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I laughed my ass off. I might have actually missed a minute or so of the next scene because fucking Rykel the Wolf says, "Is it a gay bar?" Strong work, Rykel. Strong motherfucking word. That was one of my favourite, because The Boys doesn't rely heavily on the comedy, does it? You've got like a real nice juxtaposition between the shit that makes you laugh and the shit that makes you go, oh, God!
Absolutely, yeah. Usually the stuff that makes you laugh comes in the form of Deep being a tool bag or something.
Yeah.
You know, which is what happens next after you see the Brave Maeve cereal bar or whatever it was.
It's the Brave Maeve Pride Bar. It was, for those of you who can see the screen, I don't know, people might be blind. Even the fact that this video was in monochrome, it was black and white, except for bringing out the Pride Bar. Absolutely phenomenal. And of course, Amazon is a big company, which is fucking bankrolling this show, which is effectively anti-big company. You gotta admire it.
Yeah, that's putting your eggs in all the baskets, Drunkle. That's like what Fox does, you know. They play their normal Fox television channel had all the risque shows back in the day, like back when Simpsons was kind of on the edge, and
which
back
was very
when
anti-Fox,
Married with Children and stuff like that. And then they also have Fox News, which is way right wing and way the opposite direction. It's having your hands in both pies, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all about the pies, isn't it? And any corporation does like to have a lot of thumbs and a lot of dirty little pies.
That's right.
What went on next? I'll tell you what happened next. Fucking Starlight, right? She got her implant removed.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, that totally...
So she cannot be tracked.
She cannot, but Vault knows that she took the implant out because they'll be like, Starlight, why aren't you moved in a week? Are you all right?
That's what I was wondering. Is Frenchie going to, like, put it in a cat or something like that and just let it walk around?
That's a brilliant idea.
I mean, that's what I would do, you know?
Yeah? Or
I like how they had to get, like, diamond cutters to cut her skin, you know?
See, now this brought up something for me because she is bulletproof. Season 1, she got hit with a 50 cal sniper rifle twice. And it hurt. All right? In this one, all right, we've got to take out your implant. Now, for one, Vault have put the implant in, so we know that there is a weakness there. And now we know what that weakness is. She is not as hard as Diamond.
That's true.
Right? So we've actually got a weakness for this girl. I mean,
she's
diamonds are a girl's weakness,
bulletproof.
let's be honest here. You know, they're a sucker for diamonds. No
So
matter your
diamond-tipped bullets.
That would totally fuck her
girl's
up.
best friend, Drunk.
Not this girl, Phil. That would totally fuck her up. And there was a big old spray and everything when it actually went. But this started to get me thinking, right? Because you remember season 1 where they had that trust circle of people who had been hurt by soups. And there was that one guy, and he is actually the writer for Vault as well. It's him and another guy. He's the one who had sex with the Ice Queen bitch, and when she came, she turned into like a sub-zero temperature and snapped his dick off.
Frozen snap his dick. Yep.
So the Icecapades, I believe it was lovingly referred to as. Now, he keeps popping up. He's one of the writers, you know, the two guys that completely bounce off of each other in those scenes. They are brilliant as well, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it got me thinking, Starlight and Huey boned down for a second time. Right, and it happened this season, and it was great. It was fucking great because she's fucking beautiful, but she's also got super strength. Now, you know what part of the body has muscles, Phil?
The vagina.
It would be the vagina, Phil. Now, I don't know your fucking sexual exploits apart from the times that we played Sea of Thieves together. But have you ever...
Second line of the song, Drunkle.
Second line of the song. Have you ever had a finger in there as she came?
Sure.
So you know it all tenses up, right?
Yeah, it gets a little grippy. Sure.
I'm getting worried for Huey right now. Good God.
She's gonna snap it off just like that other guy, man.
Not snap it, crush it?
Yeah.
Or like it's gonna send the blood or to like different parts of the body and he's gonna have a stroke or something like. Should have stopped with a stroke, Huey. Holy shit.
Stop making me like think about it. I can feel it. Oh.
Should have stayed at home and Postmates Sugarfish. Hazmat Sad Boy threw a $4.99 super chat to say spell ICUP. That'll be ICUP. Glad to help you out there, Hazmat. Thank you for the $5, man. Now there was shit. I mean, if we're talking dicks, right, we got to talk about the character known as Love Sausage.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. I mean, we're jumping ahead in the episode here, but Mother's Milk got strangled with a dick. Oh, we're going to hear about that again.
Giant, massive cock, yeah.
Oh, man. That took me a moment as well. I mean, we saw him just as he was rocking around and they were looking at the security cameras and everything. Turns out he is actually a comic book character.
Love Sausage. Yeah.
His name in the comics is actually Love Sausage.
That's great.
He was credited in the fucking credits as Love Sausage too, which was real nice. It took me a moment when that came through the window and it was wrapped around Mother's Milk's neck, and I just went, oh no, that's the dick!
Yep, it didn't take me long. It did not take me long, and I was like, oh no, that's terrible.
That wasn't, oh good God. That wasn't the only thing that really happened in that particular episode though. Can we talk about, now, if we're going to talk about Love Sausage, we have to talk about the biggest mental patient in the room, and that is, we don't know her name, but I'm affectionately referring to her as the Big Squeeze. The girl,
that's Cindy. He called her Cindy.
It was Cindy, yeah. It was at the very beginning of that scene. There was a guy who could levitate balloons. Really, really shit power, but they were working on getting his power stronger. And he said, "All right, I'm not doing anything more until I see my sister." Now I think this is his sister.
Oh, really?
The Big Squeeze is his sister.
The Big Squeeze is his sister.
What a power this bitch has got, right? Bulletproof. I mean, R.I.P. the guard who went, oh shit, it's the Big Squeeze. I'll shoot her in the back 6 times. Oh boy. Oh, you should have just ran, mate.
That was bad idea.
All she's got to do is lift her hand and clench a fist. Now, even then, I don't think that's it, because that's telekinesis to the max, right?
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
So that's telekinesis to the max. I don't think she actually needs to even raise her hand. This is all mind power. But she does seem a little bit crazy. So that looks like it's going to be some kind of coping or control technique. Raise the hand and clench the fist. That way you're not, your powers aren't going out of control. You've actually got to do this gesture. So I think she's a lot more powerful than she lets on, Phil.
I think you're right, Drunkle.
Or anyone else's.
She is free. She is free as a bird.
She's free as a bird! I mean, fucking Stormfront came in and Stormfronted her up, and we still saw her at the end.
Yeah.
So that didn't take her down. Bullets didn't take it down. Phil, if it were superheroes versus super weirdos, do you think the Big Squeeze could actually beat Stormfront? Because there's no healing from that.
I mean, I think maybe the Big Squeeze has got some powers, man. She just crushed that dude's head out of nowhere, just for no reason. I mean, he did shoot her, but...
She crushed the entire guy!
Yeah.
Even Stormfront's not surviving that. Surely, you got super healing powers. Yeah, alright, you don't age. But can you come back from that? Can anyone come back from that? Even Dr. Manhattan had a hard time coming back from that. And he was essentially God.
She ripped steel doors off of their hinges, crushed them like soda cans.
Yes. In fact, that episode was called Blow the Bloody Doors Off. Blow the Bloody Doors Off, which was quite nice.
Bloody doors off.
Next one is called Butcher, Baker, Candlestick Maker, and I'm surprised it's taken them so long to actually use that fucking title. This superheroes versus super weirdos, Phil. I mean, we've got the penultimate episode. Well, I've got the penultimate episode tonight, but the finale, it's got to come down. It's got to be something to do with this girl. It has to.
I mean, yeah, she's pretty much the most terrifying thing on the planet right now.
Good God. Well, I mean, you say that, but what was more terrifying than that, I think, was old Mallory. Mallory, whose children were burned at the hands of a certain retired member of the Seven. That would be...
grandchildren. It was her grandchildren, right?
It was did I say children or grandchildren? It doesn't matter. They're dead. They're burned alive, Phil. They're gone.
Burned to a crisp.
It's over, mate. It's fucking over for these little cunts. At the hands of this motherfucker, Iceman.
Iceman is now Fireman.
Talk about a song of ice and fire. You love to see it. Now, I even looked this up. It's not because Iceman also has an identical twin brother, who is also an actor.
Yeah, but it's not. It's him.
It's what's it? Sean Ashmore, I think.
Sean. Yeah, and what's the other one's name? I forget the other.
I don't know.
Name.
He played a guy called Jinx in later series of Warehouse 13. I was like, it's Iceman. And my gay housemate at the time is going, no, it's not, mate. He already knew all about him, right? He fucking worships Bobby Drake. Now, a bit of a waste, though, isn't it? That one isn't the actor and one isn't the fucking stunt man?
Yeah, that's
you've
what I
got
was
two
thinking.
careers made right up there, haven't you?
Yeah. Vin Diesel's got a twin brother, too, apparently.
No shit.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I think they might not look all that much alike, though. I think they went different paths.
Possibly. Yeah. Well, fucking hell, I'd love it if he just worked in, like, a gas station or something. He's like, I'm the real Diesel! But
he's losing his hair instead of choosing to be bald.
It's the stress of the job, Phil.
It's the stress of the job.
It was a huge thing. I said last week, mistakenly, that we had seen Lamplighter in the club laughing about when A-Train ran through Robin. And it turns out, no, that was just some generic motherfucker, because this was a huge thing. Frenchie's reaction, going, that's Lamplighter! Like, we gotta go and kill him. Right now. I mean, that was massive. And then, of course, we learned a lot more about why it was the guilt. The huge guilt, and possibly fucking Frenchie and Lamplighter actually bonded over that because they both feel guilty. Lamplighter didn't mean to do it. He thought it was someone else, which apparently makes it all right.
All is forgiven then. You're fine.
Yeah, you should have said, mate. Fucking hell.
Oh, it should have been Mallory. Oh, okay. All right.
Absolutely fine. This guy still survives, not because he is a Hollywood actor. And actually links DC to Marvel now. But because it would be doing him a favor if he were to do it. But what a powerful scene, Phil, when Mallory sees him and it was just gone out in his face. And they're like, no, don't do it. And she's like, fucking why?
Yeah, she's like, I don't have a choice.
Good God. I mean, how do you think it's going to go when Homelander finds out about Maeve recording what can only be described as a war crime and letting those people in the plane go down?
Well, that's the question, isn't it, Drunkle? We saw that her lesbian life partner found the GoPro and plugged it into the phone and saw what was on the GoPro.
Of privacy right there as well. Like, I don't care if you're trying to Postmate Sugarfish. You don't watch someone else's videos, do you? You'd be like, no, I'll go menu button and I want some food. Right?
Yeah. I would think so, but that's not what happened in this case. She snooped and she found the video of Homelander and Maeve leaving those people on that plane.
This bitch got ideas above her station, mate. Like they broke up before. And now they're back together, and all of a sudden she's like, I can go through your phone as long as it's evidence of war crimes? I say nay, Phil.
I say nay, too. It's a breach of privacy, Drunkle.
I agree. I fucking agree. There's a fair bit of bonding. Frenchie and Lamplighter, not necessarily bonding, but at least a mutual understanding there that they.
By the end, Frenchie was begging Mallory for his life because he understood. You know, it's all about understanding, Drunkle.
He feels very much the same way. You know, I guess it's one of the downsides of the human condition. You know. Caring about other people. That's why Frenchie feels guilty about not being there when he should have been tracking Lamplighter. Lamplighter feels guilty about killing the wrong person. Again, that makes it all right, apparently. And there's also... it was a real dodgy one, Phil. But Starlight took a life.
Well, we don't know that.
He was bleeding from the back of the head. And he was
could
knocked out.
survive?
That's super bad for you. Yeah, he's not going to survive in a country road, though, is he? Like, unless someone picks him up. And
I mean, he did say they were in the middle of nowhere. Like, whenever he was like, we're in the middle of nowhere, I'm not leaving you my car, you know?
that guy's dead. My Nurgle, just bringing it up now. What about Starlight murdering that guy? Then she explains it away by saying, oh, he pulled a gun. Yeah, you were stealing his car. She was stealing his car. Here's the thing, though, my Nurgle. She's bulletproof. She could have just stood in front of the gun.
That's true.
No one would have got hurt. Do you know what I mean? And then there's Billy as well. Billy Butcher. Ever the balls out Englishman. Well, I mean, New Zealander. As we can tell by the accent so far.
Right.
Walking right up to a guy holding a gun at his chest. Now,
and just talking shit. Just talking shit while he's doing it.
This isn't a guy who's pulled a gun on you and said, give me your wallet and your phone. This is a guy who's scared. Right? This is like, on the tier of things you should really be afraid of, that is second. Number one is a psycho with a gun. Because they're not thinking about what they're doing. But someone who's actually scared is likely to pull that trigger at any point. And he's still walking up going, I'm gonna take your fucking car.
That was a good Butcher.
Well, I mean, he's based on me.
I'm gonna take your fucking car.
Why does Butcher still seem to have a death wish, even though he knows that his wife is alive now?
I don't know, because I don't know. He knows that she doesn't want to come with him because he'll never accept her soup child.
So what's his motivation here? Is it take down Vault and then it's that, people will stop protecting her so she's got no choice? But to come back to me instead of, like, running away from them with me?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe he thinks if he gets her out from under Vought's control, he'll have a better chance at sweeping her away from her soup son.
Not totally out of the question, though, is it? I mean, you've got a whole master race thing going on with Stormfront right now. I guess bringing it back the other way, we hate soups wouldn't be completely out of the question.
Yeah.
It's, just reverse genocide. But then, of course, Huey in the mystery machine gets turned over and absolutely fucked up by a piece of shrapnel. But this is where, of course, Billy Butcher and Annie, that is Starlight, have had beef. Billy fucking hates soups. Which made me laugh as well, because I'm like, what you got against soup, man? It's chunky.
I love soups. I love a good. You
up in the winter,
I love
Billy.
a good broth. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I like chicken soup. I like chicken and dumplings, and that's kind of a soup.
I would love it. Just a scene of fucking Billy Butcher go, you fucking broth cunt. Right? Don't call them soups anymore. Just mix it up. Mix it up, Billy. There are other words in the English language. But Huey gets majorly fucked up, and this is where actually there was a quiet respect from Billy Butcher as, now this is what really fucked me up, though. Starlight says, yeah, at one time I would have cried over him, but now he just seems another person who's in my way. And I'm going, damn, Starlight, how many people have you actually killed?
Probably a lot.
To end up feeling like that, you've got a count.
Yeah, she's got a body count, for sure.
But how big is it? She's meant to be this cute, innocent fucking, a girl next door broth. Sorry. But
broth, yeah.
She's killed people. She's straight up killed people. By accident as well. So much so that she has no empathy anymore. Is she a bit of a psycho?
Remember when she almost killed those rapists in that one episode in season 1?
I do.
I mean, they were rapists, so they deserved it, but,
yeah. But then there was also in the Tower of the Seven, and then ended up getting mouth-fucked herself. So, I mean, pick your priorities, woman. What the fuck is wrong with you, My Nurgle says, Drunken Uncle, how long will it take Homelander to realize his son is his replacement?
Oh.
Well, I mean, I got a whole thing going on right now. Let me finish this and we'll get into that, my Nurgle, because believe me, we got shit to say. But fucking Annie and Billy Butcher actually managed to bond over their, again, the human condition of their love for little Huey.
Yeah.
So they're actually getting along
For
now.
Petit Huey.
Petit Huey. Huey.
Petit Huey.
That fucking joking about the kid's shampoo he uses and shit like that. You're like, oh, fucking... They love it. Maybe they're realising now that they got things in common, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they realize they have at least the mutual respect for Huey in common, you know.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, Billy Butcher seeing Huey as his younger brother, Lenny, who died. And, mate, a friend of mine, he was watching that episode when his auntie just went, oh, yeah, doesn't he look like little Lenny? And it's my mate, he's recording his fucking TV. And they go, doesn't he look like little Lenny? And he just goes, Lenny! From fucking Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, man, he's a funny cunt, that guy is. But no, right, we got to bring it down now. We got to bring it down because we got to get Sinatra in, and we got to stop talking about the past. We got to start talking about the future, where there's chewable ecstasy and what might possibly happen tonight. But I would be remiss in my duty right here, Phil, if I didn't bring up our main man, America's fucking love child, Homelander.
Homelander? I thought you were bringing up Sinatra Says.
Eventually, yeah. Just one more thing. That was a good intro, though, wasn't it? I should save that. He is now boning down with the Nazi hottie that is Stormlight. Stormfront. I keep saying Stormlight. What's wrong with me?
Stormlight.
Is there was the big thing of Stormfront, the broth, bringing up, actually confessing to Homelander about who she is. I was born in 1919, and I am Mummy Vought. Huge episode!
So huge.
Huge episode.
Vought. She is the villain, man.
So we weren't actually a million miles off when we said that Stormfront was Homelander's mother, because in an economical sense, she is.
She definitely is. Yeah, definitely.
She is Mummy Vought. Everything's in her name, obviously, because she's the wife of the fucking founder. And she's still fucking smashing it out here as well.
And she's the first successful V injection.
She's the girl. That's it. She's the lady. She's the mummy. So,
but the only thing that leaves me questioning, Drunkle, is where does V come from? What is V? We still don't know. We thought it might be something like if she was the first superhero and she was like Superman. We thought it might have been derived from her blood, but that's not the case.
That's not the case.
She's just the first person to accept it.
What I love as
well, we don't know where it comes from.
She actually is confirmed now that she was around for Nazi Germany, right? Which explains
she was
why
like married
she's so
in
good.
front of a giant swastika.
That was a big fucking clue. Imagine loving fucking fascism so much that you get married in front of it. You know, it's fucking.
Oi.
Careful. She's Mummy Vought. I forget what I was going to say now, Phil. God damn it. It's a master race shit. You know she's doing the master race shit. She came clean with Homelander and went, the other races are grinding us down. That was an actual quote. And he still went, I fucking love you.
He just grabbed her by the head. And planted one on her.
Absolutely loved it. And we knew he was catching some feels as well by the flower arrangement. And by his absolute tantrum as well when she didn't turn up on time. Burnt down her trailer. But then it seems as though she's got experience in dealing with superhero tantrums.
Yeah.
That she could just bring him right down as well. And she came clean. Is she catching feelings for him as well? Or is this all part of her master plan?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if she's still playing him. But I don't know. She seemed pretty genuine when she's like, of course I love you. How could I not?
This is what like her meme ability comes from. Because she was there. It's confirmed. She was part of fucking Nazi Germany. And she was up there in the upper echelons. Of she was the fucking in the top boys.
Yeah, she was hanging out with Goebbels and...
Exactly. And now,
Himmler.
look at how good she is at propaganda with the memes. It all
she's
comes
still
together.
Doing it. She's still doing it.
But let's bring in Let's bring in the real America's love child. Sinatra says, you are in the cause, buddy. You're still muted. But how do you see this?
It didn't work as well the second time.
No, I know. Well, I mean, Homelander didn't turn up the first time either, so I guess it didn't, you know.
It all comes back around, yeah.
We can just keep trying. What are you expecting to happen in tonight's episode? Well, not expecting, but hoping to happen in tonight's episode. Any questions that you hope are going to be answered? Any speculation? What do you think might happen?
I still want to know where V comes from. I still want to know. I want to know what's going to happen with the other crazies that got let out of the mental.
Oh, the big squeeze, definitely. Because I mean, the big squeeze got into a car and fucked off, and she might be the only person. We've seen Homelander with his lasers, and that was a night. I watched that a couple of times, and I'm just like, right, is she getting off on it, or is she actually so invincible that she hasn't felt anything, pain nor pleasure, in all this time?
I mean, I think that's part of it, yeah. I think that's, if she's indestructible, she probably gets off on the pain.
Because, not necessarily because it's pain, but because that's the only thing, it's only Homelander's lasers that actually induce any kind of response. Which means all this time they've been shagging, she's been faking it.
And if he's a soup, maybe he has too.
Holy shit. Who do you think would win in a fight between the two of them?
Homelander and Stormfront?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got to go with age on this one and give it to Stormfront. I think she would at least outsmart him.
Battle tactics. I mean, she's known about him for as long as he's been alive.
Yeah, but she does still seem kind of afraid of him.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Because the lasers give her pleasure. So why is she so afraid?
One of his biggest things is those lasers.
I'll tell you who you should.
I bet she's not actually afraid of him.
Yeah, I feel
that's
that way.
what I was thinking. She's probably playing him.
Because that's what he's used to, isn't it? People being afraid of him. He's got this massive sense of power, the ego on him. And she's feeding that ego because she's doing the long con.
Yeah.
She has to be. Atlas in the chat says, do you think Huey will gain superpowers like he did in the comic? I don't feel as though they're going that way, no. As we learned last episode, if you put Compound V into adults, infants take to it fucking beautifully. We know all about that. But adults, not so much. I mean, you can't control what superpower they get. You can't control what level of ability they have. And at times, you might just get a guy with a really big dick. So we don't know.
And it fucks them up and makes them crazy. And sometimes they explode.
I don't know. I think Love Sausage was the smartest out of all of us, to be honest. Sinatra, how are you feeling about the upcoming episode? Is there any questions that you were hoping are answered? Or are there any wild theories that you think might actually come to fruition?
No, I'm just waiting to see.
I'm so glad you're here.
You made me wait for 15 extra minutes, and I'm going to be a douche.
Oh, get fucked, Irate Bear.
Now, I would like to see something happen with that fucking mutant mental hospital.
Yeah. Well, as we said, I mean, the big squeeze got into a car, and she's out there now. And this could possibly be the one person in Stormfront
How do you think she paid for that
should be afraid of.
You think she did Rules of the Road for that?
She did a little squeeze.
She did a little squeeze.
Rules of the Road, boys.
Ass, gas, or grass. No one rides for free.
I'll bet $10 that Stormfront ends up killing a Homelander.
Accidentally?
Nope, on purpose, because Homelander is going to flip his shit and kill a bunch of people.
Are we talking this series? Because if it's in the next 2 episodes, I will take that bet, sir.
I'll bet you Homelander flipped this shit, because we saw it yesterday in the last episode, where in his mind he fucking cut down an entire crowd of people. I bet he's gonna have to do something like that. He's gonna end up doing something like that, and then Nazi bitch is gonna kill him.
Do you know that scene still gets me as well? Like, even knowing now that it was... I mean, the first time I watched it, like, my heart, actually, I think I had palpitations. I was like, oh, shit. Everything's changed. Everything's changing. But then it was in his head. And I know now, upon the rewatch, I know now it's in his head. But it still gets me, man. What a scene.
It's intense.
It's fucking crazy. And Ghastly Pelican threw $1 to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle, bringing up the laser baby to say, whoa, Phil Gilmore? The hell are you doing on top of a building talking to some drunken cantaloupe? Given that I'm a pelican, it makes sense for me to be up here, but shit, was that a laser baby? F this, I'm out. Thank you, Ghastly Pelican, for the $1. It was a laser baby.
I just noticed 6 minutes ago that that Ghastly's Pelican donated $1 to streamlabs.com/Gulf City to say basically the same thing, but said it better whenever they donated to you.
Was that a direct quote by any chance?
Nope. The direct quote was, "Damn, Phil, what are you doing up here talking to some kind of drunken cantaloupe? I mean, I'm a bird, so that makes sense, but holy shit, laser baby!"
Well, you didn't get a laser baby, so it was just holy shit. Dulcet tones from Phil Gilmore.
Dulcet tones.
Dulcet tones. Tom of Loxley says, I disagree, Drunken Uncle. The boys will have to take V at some point for a fight. They're just waiting for a climax episode for it. But, I mean, all right, okay, say that does happen. Is that going to happen this series? I don't think so. Given what we've just seen... sorry, we call them series over here. Season, you are right.
What?
Yeah.
You call them series over there?
Yeah, series 1, series 2, series 3. Yeah.
We call the whole thing a series. And
we do that as well. It gets very confusing. But then if, like you say, in Series 2, then there's not a show called 2, so you're generally all right. Although, give it time, Amazon Prime. I'm not sure. We've seen what it does to adults. Like, I don't know if the big squeeze was already insane or the shit turned her insane. And, like, you know, because the Compound V giveth, but the Compound V taketh away as well.
Indeed it do.
So did it take away her mind in favor of giving her these awesome abilities? Incredibly awesome godlike powers. I say godlike if you're the god of destruction. I've got a big theory.
Nah, the god of destruction wiped the floor with him.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I've got a big theory, though. And this is kind of a big one, and it does go into the comics a little bit. Well, it more references the comics, right? Because I'm looking at Stormfront doing her master race thing, right?
Right.
So, if she doesn't actually feel any pain, and indeed any pleasure, then she is fucking Homelander for political reasons. Not just, you know, to sate his ego and shit like that, but because he can have kids. And she can have kids. We saw her daughter.
Yeah, she outlived her daughter, didn't she?
Right?
Yeah.
She did, yeah. So, a Homelander sperm in a Stormfront womb.
Yeah.
Now we're talking master
baby
race.
would that? What kind of super baby would that make?
That we got the powers of Homelander. Go on.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you just leave it there. I bet that would make a baby, and I agree. You got the powers of Homelander with like the powers of Stormfront as well. So you've got like immortality with ultimate destructive power.
Yeah. Laser eyes and lightning hands. Lasers, Linda.
The ability to kill someone just by looking at them. Now, here's also I'm going into. She said, Stormfront said to Starlight, "Oh, I've got big plans for you." So, gentlemen, I'm laying it on the table right now. She is stroking Homelander's ego. She's trying to do a whole master race thing by actually giving birth to them. And indeed creating them, because even with the Nazis, they still had the 2-tier thing, didn't they? Or multiple tier thing. So they're still going to be, we're at the top, we've got the best powers, we are the purest of the bloodline, even though any adult who's taken Compound V could possibly be as powerful, or a little bit less powerful. So now I'm putting it on the table. Blue eyes, blonde hair, I'm laying it out here, the raping of Starlight.
But Starlight has brown eye.
Well, she wears contacts.
She has a brown eye.
Don't we all? Don't we all? But she's very much America's sweetheart and everything like that. Fantastic powers and shit. What if Stormfront went, hey, Homelander, if you really love me, you will jizz in that girl until her brains explode.
And then he'd be like, okay, I guess.
He totally will, because he caught feels. Which is now we're talking absolute master race. This is where I'm bringing up the comics again, because Stormfront in the comics was a man. Had a very there was no like, oh, isn't he a Nazi? No, he looked like this. He's a total Nazi. Now I'm saying, end of this series, that is going to be Homelander's outfit.
You think so, huh?
Big red suit, eagle on the front, Nazi flag as a cape.
Did you put something on this?
That's my wild ass theory.
You think that's going to happen by the end of this? By the end of this?
I think that's not just the end of this season, mate, but the final moments of the final episode. He's going to come out wearing this outfit. Slow fucking tilt from the boots up to the face. And he's going to be like, what do you think?
Oh.
I will bet you that there is no raping of Starlight because people would get really mad about it.
Well, Becca got raped.
But they never showed it.
I mean, that's also true.
Yeah, but then fucking Starlight also was coerced into sucking someone's dick, and they didn't show that, but we know it happened.
Yeah, and he's been suffering since that episode.
Yeah. I mean, it'll make people angry, yeah, but this is the kind of show. Someone exploded. Heads have exploded. Frenchie's bisexual. People are already angry. Sorry, not Frenchie. Serge.
The Deep is kind of a douche anyway.
That brings
he just kind of is.
That does bring up. There was a weird subplot, wasn't there, with the whole Church of the Collective thing.
And that's where you get the A-Train theme. That's part of the A-Train subplot.
Which we used at the beginning as well. That was Phil Gilmore's. He came at me about 45 minutes before the show started and went, hey, you should use this as intro music. And I'm like, man, you're fucking right.
Hell yeah.
Do it. Let's fucking
Ain't
do
no
it.
race like a race day. What? No way like a raceway. What?
Faster than the speed of light. Fucking... So, the whole Collective thing has been a bit of a lame subplot, but they're going to come up somewhere. We've met the head of the Collective now. We've seen him in an advert, and A-Train and the Deep were having dinner with him. The guy from ER, years ago, I think it is. Has he got a power, do you think?
I think maybe. I would guess that maybe he does, because he seems to be, the Church of the Collective seems to be a church for soups. Like a soup cult.
Cast out soups, yeah, maybe.
Interesting. He also knows a lot as well. He knew a lot about A-Train's financial status. I believe the quote was 7 figures in debt. 7 figures in debt!
Damn!
So, he's got A-Train in his pocket right now. Do you know what I mean?
Does.
Even one in the chat says Mother's Milk likes big dicks. I don't think he enjoyed it too much. I swear we're going to get references to it next episode. They're not going to let him forget that. No fucking chance. That's going to be jokes a go-go. And I can't fucking wait. Fucking dick neck. Dick neck, dick neck. Should we get into the game, by the way?
Is it game time, Drunkle?
It could well be game time, Phyllis.
Sanoot, are you ready for the game?
Oh, I am so fucking ready for a game.
I'm not ready for the game. I need a wee because I've got the bladder of an 8-year-old boy. As eloquently put by Sinatra last night. Gentlemen, I'll be back in a moment. You theorize without me.
Damn it, Drunkle. He can't even go. He can't even go an hour without having to piss.
I bet he's gonna pee on the seat because he sucks.
He's going too fast.
Yeah,
he's got no control.
It's doing that shh thing.
He's listening to us while he's got his dick in his hands right now.
That's so gay.
It's so gay.
And if he puts his dick out of his hands, it's gonna spray everywhere.
Everywhere. So he's just got to sit there and listen.
Gay boy. A Gamer Valine for 199. Pour one out for Flipper.
Yep.
I don't remember who Flipper is.
I mean, there was that one episode where the dolphin got launched out of the van and then gets run over.
Oh, the amount of dolphins that have died in this show. Dolphins and whales got fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The whale scene.
A week later.
Lucy! Oh, Lucy the whale! Oh,
Lucy
fucking
the whale.
hell! The Deep comes up with a whale thing. Yeah, this'll stop him. And Butcher went, yeah, speeds up. I mean, the reaction from the Deep as well. Like, oh shit! Boat exploding through the chest of a whale. Butcher climbs out and goes, that was diabolical. Fucking loved
diabolical.
it. Fucking amazing. I was losing my shit. I was this close to texting Ghastly as well, going, you're not going to like this episode, mate. Gamer Levine says, pour one out for Flipper. That was a fantastic part of that episode. Season 1 was fantastic, but Season 2, I'm just saying, it's matching up.
Oh, yeah.
It's matching up. Should we have a game?
I would agree.
Should we do the game?
I'm down for a game.
Are you ready to play Challenge Phil? Oh, absolutely diabolical. Oh, we got a bit of a different one. It's a visual-based game this time. We had a quiz last time, and now we have got 3 rounds. 3 rounds.
Three rounds, Drunkle?
Only 3. Of Find the Soup.
Find the soup.
Between the two of you, and bear in mind here, Sinatra, you are challenging Phil.
I didn't even agree to be on the show.
You're ruining boys' night.
Yeah, right? Right, here we go. This is round the first. Here we go. Can you find the Deep in this photo? Just say when you got him, and I will bring up a grid. Look for the Deep. Can you find him? He's underwater. Sinatra says he's got him. Sinatra on the grid, and don't worry, they're numbered. Where is he?
24.
24. Let's have a little look. Is the Deep in 24? There he is. There he is. Looking derpy, looking deepy. Gamer Levine threw a $1.99 super chat to say the dolphin never got any. Well, what we learned from that, Gamer Levine, was dolphins, big sexual harassers. Even when the Deep was saving him, he was like, come on, just touch it, man.
I read that before. That's actually true.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there was an episode of fucking
There was an episode
King
of King of the Hill about it.
King of the Hill, yeah.
Yeah, the dolphin raped Hank.
Yeah.
Something happened. Something happened. Right, on to the next one. Sinatra, you were clearly very good at this. That is 1 point to you, sir, in this monumental game of Challenge Phil. On to the next. Can you find Homelander in this picture? Just say when you got it.
It's not even loaded in for me. Like, the whole top 3 rows are nothing but pixels.
Yeah, it's kind of pixelated.
Oh, really? No, let me try. Let me just let me reload that for you, boys. Ha! Boys night. There you go.
Boys
night. I got it.
I found him.
Phil Gilmore. Where is he?
He's in 5.
Is he in 5? Let's have a little look. See? Is Homelander in 5? There he is. Just cheering along his favorite team.
I'm glad I could play along with that. All I got were boxes circling each other.
That's a real shame, but you gotta give Phil a chance, I suppose. And the third and final. This is possibly the most difficult. I sent this to a couple of my IRL friends, and they really, really enjoyed this game, by the way. Like, just on WhatsApp, it just pops up going, find the Deep. On to the third and final round. Now, you've got 1 point each, so it's all to play for right now. Find Black Noir.
Found him.
No shit. You already? Where is he, Sin?
I think so. 5.
Let's have a look. Is he in 5? That's the top right corner. No Black Noir there, buddy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Where could he be?
I might have to reload Discord because that looks like his face in that corner.
I'm just seeing in the shine of every star, in the smile of every baby.
Oh, I found him.
Oh, okay, right. Where's he going to be this time?
I'm pretty sure that's him.
Where is he?
14.
14, let's have a little look. Is he in 14? There's Black Noir!
What?
Hidden behind a spiral galaxy. It's not the easiest of games, but damn it, it's still a good one. Well, I enjoyed it anyway. It was fun to make, too. Like, getting to hide.
Now I see him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he did a better job of hiding in that one than he did the fucking episode the week before last, where he was just in broad daylight on someone's rooftop, you know?
On a roof, yeah.
Good God, Black Noir.
So you can see what I saw.
I'm sorry that didn't come through, mate. Maybe I should go through my settings and set it to a higher fucking resolution. I don't goddamn know. Steve Dave in the chat saying he was in 5. He wasn't, because I put him in 14, man. I can assure you. Right, into the final throws then, gents.
Check your DMs, because you'll see why I thought that was Noir.
Tonight's episode is, of course, brought to you by episode 7, the penultimate of the series of The Boys.
Of The Boys.
Of The Boys. And it's a pleasure to bring you this Boys Night. Thank you ever so much for everyone who's watching. Guys, honestly right now, what do you think's going to happen tonight? Just like a theme. Is it going to be Compound V related? Are we going to find something out about that? We're going to find out where that comes from. Is it going to be more character related? Something more to do with the boys? Could we find out more about Mother's Milk's past? Mother's Milk's. That's really weird to say. Mother's Milk's past, as we've now found out a bit about Frenchie's. Or even Huey.
I was wondering if they were going to do that. I was wondering if they were going to kind of start getting into some of the other characters' pasts with more flashbacks. So that's definitely a possibility. That's on the table, Drunkle.
It is a weird time. As we said earlier on, it is a weird time. Season 6 of episode 2 to start doing character flashbacks. But, mate, it works. Because they set up this mystery. And, oh, God, Serge. Just the fact that Frenchie's got a name.
He's got a name, Drunkle.
So satisfying, man.
Now you don't have to sit up at night wondering what is his name.
And I'm never confiding with you on that again. Sinatra, honestly, like cards on the table, what are you expecting from the next episode?
I want to see Cindy fuck somebody up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe like the wrong person though. The police coming in. 'Cause here's the thing though, like the previous season set up, what was it? Nakib? Which meaning, what was it? The fucking captain or something like, you know, the Middle Eastern, the soup terrorist.
Oh,
we all went, holy shit, game changer. But Black Noir fucked him up in a montage.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes they set us up to go, this is going to be an issue, and it really fucking isn't.
That's true. Uh-huh. So you're saying that maybe Cindy is going to be easily taken down?
Cindy gets painted as a broth terrorist. Load of police coming in, and she's like flipping shit around. Cars are getting crushed. People are getting exploded. And then fucking Homelander just comes in and bzzzt. And then murder fucks Stormfront.
I have a feeling we're not going to see Cindy for a little while.
That could be some...
you're wrong.
That could be some season finale shit. Yeah, I mean... We don't know how it's going to go. I mean... Normally, by episode 6 of the second season, out of 8, you would be gearing up to the end of season climax. But instead, they were doing flashbacks. So this show keeps pulling the rug out from under my feet. And I think that's why I love it so much, Sin. Because I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, it's a good one.
There you go. Evil One says, have you seen Frenchie's ex-girlfriend in real life? No, we live in very different cities, actually. IR says Cindy destroys the vault building. Oh, that's good.
That would be crazy.
Good. Has she got the mental wherewithal, though, to know who was incarcerating her? Because when she came out, she was just like, I don't like liars. She didn't know the difference between Mother's Milk and the, Lamplighter, and like it's almost like she's never seen the fucking show. I mean, what else have they got to do when you're in a mental hospital? Fucking Amazon Prime,
Boys,
Netflix.
Course,
What's the boys? For God's sake!
Don't even know who Mother's Milk is.
I was personally offended by that.
That hurts. That hurts me.
Yeah, right in the tits. Well, guys,
like lasers to the tits.
It gives me pleasure. Looks like we might be done here then, guys. For anyone watching in the UK, we have all of, 24 minutes until the next episode is released, because we live in the future. So to those with Amazon Prime, have a good fucking episode. To those who don't ask me for my password. And to those who still have to wait half a day to see it, you have my sympathy, but not my spoilers. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for the donations. Thank you to Sinatra Says, and of course the mighty Phil Gilmore. And whatever happens in the next episode, keep it diabolical.
We're picking up, why wait?